What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to The Operator. This is episode 3. I'm picking up exactly where I left off, where I just paused it, because I figured that was a 31-minute video. And, yeah, we're going to dig into episode 3 immediately. But so far we've solved a murder, uncovered a little bit of a cover-up with the fire. So, yeah, everything keeps getting a little more twisted, and Hal's helping us out. That one inside girl also helping us. But we will keep going as we answer this phone call from Barry Walker. This is Tanner, you dum-dum.
Operator Tanner from before?
Yes.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where she said this flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
The desert heat.
You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it
stone circles.
Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
How many are there?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones.
Oh, gosh.
If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math. Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young.
Oh, no.
I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Yeah, we'll try.
Let me send you the files.
Okay. Well, this is sad.
It's taken a while.
The young
Hard to
part.
access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
Okay. So we have to identify the body.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at
That's sad.
9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Being a coroner or a medical examiner would be a mentally damaging and draining job. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. Oh, Gabby. You're in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins.
Yeah, that looks like it could be the first name. But I'll need the last name too. I'm thorough like that.
Wait, did we have... Dr. Jenkins does not have a last name or first name. So let's do this. We're going to go So we have those. I don't need the autopsy report. We're going to do this. Put that there and there. And then let's grab human ID, full name. Facility Gabby, you're in good hands. Dr. Jenkins. And it looks... There we go. Henry Jenkins. Okay. So, let's see if we can find where he works. Maybe? Something like that. There's only one Henry Jenkins in the world. Access forbidden. Okay. BM Technologies. Clearance level 4. So I need to figure out Gabby's last name. Oh. Well, we already have him. I think that it's just, okay. Oh, it's just making it a little more clear for us to read. Gabby. Welcome to the... I need a last name. So, is there a way? Let's see if I just do Gabby. No. And I don't think I can do car ID. Terminal notepad. Okay. Let's see. A message on the back. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now, Dr. Jenkins. So we know that he works there. Identify the body. Let's see what happens if I do this. No. I don't want to click the clue yet. Oh, he's passed. Let's just do it, I guess. Calling Skinner.
Jenkins. That name rings a bell, operator. Check the other cases for anything possibly related to him. Maybe there's a clue in there tied to the girl.
No. This is, okay, Walker, graveyard. The desert. So the phone recordings now. No. Testimony, Connie Moore. I don't know. Summary. Andrew, Stemming, Catherine Andrew. Cole. Well, let's... I don't think it's going to be Gabby Cole. Oh. Actually, maybe. No. Because there was a thing. I swear there was a thing about a child. With Mia. She was like pregnant or something. Welcome. Nope. Huh? Most wanted. Let's see. This one, 7th day. 7th day healer school. How fun. Cult. Solid rule. 80s connections. Organized crime. I wonder if... Oops, didn't mean that. Name list. Here we go. Gabby Mills. So, go back to this. Gabby Mills. That is not... that isn't the right Gabby. Nope.
Are you positive about this one, Tanner? Check this name on the database to make sure it's the right person.
There's Gabby Mills is there. Is there any other Gabbies? There's a big list to look through. Okay, let's just do this. Nathan. No. Oh, search the document. Gabby Bruce. Gabby Bruce. Gabby Bruce, age 9. That is her. Okay, her name is Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
It was a struggle.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
This one. Okay.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart.
It does.
What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Quentin Spence. Okay. It's right there.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
What do the crossed out names mean? I think we're going to have to go here and here and see. Let's see. Caden Thomas. Missing. Let's try 2 random other ones. Hi, Duncan. I don't know why I spelled Kane, because I'm looking for this. Where that N came from. Missing. We'll try one more to make sure. And we'll do Steph. Reed. Down here. Missing. Yeah. They're all missing.
Looks to be about 100 names like that.
Yeah.
That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
I typed 2 L's there. I don't know why I didn't.
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way.
Okay. Open the second floppy disk.
There you go.
Okay. There's the badge. Okay. So I think. Oops. Let's go back. So that was this is the front of floppy disk 2. There's floppy disk 1. Let's see what's inside floppy disk 1. Upon my arrival at BioM facility, it was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with such a passionate and talented scientist, even in a subsidiary role. During a meeting, Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up the trial involving FMP 1138, a key component to the research project. Although he did not disclose much, I have the impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days, once I am well versed in the subjects and the procedures are in place, Dr. Isles, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been conducted in the purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. I'm truly optimistic for research will be profound difference, push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. Okay, so this, the AMPA, I was just going to call it AMPA, receptor is a crucial component in the excitatory synaptic transmission and plasticity in the brain. As a glutamate gated, I am horrible at reading words that I don't know, ion channel, I'm horrible at reading in general. It mediates fast synaptic transmission and contributes to synaptic plasticity by modulating the strength of synaptic connections between neurons. Dysfunction in AMPA receptors have been implicated in various neurological and psychological disorders, including Alzheimer's, depression, and schizophrenia. Okay, selecting it. Novel. The study to explore the potential therapeutic effects of FMP 1138 on neuronal connectivity. To unlock the full potential. Okay. So this might be this. So I'm going to try that just to see. Enter password. 66.27105. I have no idea. Okay. There's a key there. So it's like a key and a lock. So it's like, it can't be that whole thing though. Okay. So now let's go back to floppy disk 1 and look at this thing. Biome technologies, biome technologies, all rights reserved, blah, blah, blah. The results demonstrate that FMP 1138 significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCs, indicating an enhancement of synaptic transmission. These findings suggest that FMP 1138 has the potential to improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity, which could have implications for the treatment of neurological and psychiatrical disorders characterized by synaptic dysfunction. Okay. Indian. So this is probably this half. So I've got to figure out what all that, how to get in with that. So it's this and this. Okay. I think that's got to be how I open it, but I do not know. Close you.
Autopsy
Let's listen
report
to
of
this.
a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. there appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that these are, so it has something to do with these. Full potential kilohertz a minute, or minimum. So 6.672 kilohertz. Files use Indian. Okay, I want to, let's see. Maybe it's the median. Let's do 66.72 plus 105. Is that, divide that by 2. 85.86. Oh, I can't do 0.86. 85. Nope. 86. Nope. I thought maybe. Oops. Open that. Get that back up there. So, FMP 1138 res 2. So we know that this is the right thing. The problem is I don't know what it's asking for. Here. What if I do... No. Figured maybe if I have this open. So, to unlock the files, there we go. Indian. Ha! Okay, that was actually a cool little puzzle. I don't know why I said puzzle so weird there. That was a cool little puzzle. So my confession, if you're reading this, it means I'm no longer living and that I have been buried in the dry field desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story to anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. Let me close these. My name is Quentin Spence, head of our operations at Biome Facility. I'm writing this letter because I'm about to resign from my job, and one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything that we have done, supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried out here in the sand is a Project Eve task subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document. Perhaps the content of my lab coat pocket remains undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have power to stop this. Please do not be as cowardly as I was, Quentin. Find the next steps. The next steps. What could the next steps be? This? Nope. This. Okay, Spence worked at the facility.
Let it go to your operator head, but that
This
was
address.
actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you It's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning.
Good luck, Walker.
Think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Watch your back, Walker. Okay, that's the end of today. Day 2, and we are digging in and finding some sketchy things. Now let's see what happens throughout the night.
Look, you need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
So, oh, next day. I genuinely feel like we don't really need these parts. Okay. Day 3 of a job. Again. Now that I look at how long we've been recording, we should have killed it there. But we'll see what's happening. We'll get going on this next case. Good morning, Mike. How you doing?
About yesterday, this business with the coal files. Sorry if I came down on you a little hard, buddy. It's just that I know you have what it takes to rise in this place, Evan. Become a supervisor. Hell, maybe even replace me one day. But I can't protect you if you start poking around in the wrong places. Okay?
I understand that.
Thanks. Guess the FBI has got me wound a little tight these days. Well, I better get back to it. You have a good one. All right? Again, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here at the operator program, Evan. That way, I can keep a close eye on you, can't I?
Any news from the Hal front?
We're close to finding Hal. Real close. You won't ever have to worry about Hal again. Let's grab a beer later this week, all right? Once everything calms down in the madhouse.
Okay. Maybe you can bring your wife as a weird line. Walker, what's going on?
Operator Tanner, that you?
Why are you always unsure?
Tanner, did you give that address out to anybody? last night, Tanner? Up in
Oh, dang.
flames.
Ba-da-dum.
If you didn't give the address out, someone else did. Looks like we got ourselves a goddamn operator program.
What do we do now?
Well, an investigative team came before me and logged the remaining evidence back at the department. But I can't access it directly. I'll have to go through the operator program. Heaven on earth, Tanner. Heaven on earth. From what I can tell, there should be some security footage there that should shed some light on what happened here. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to prove this was arson.
Okay. So let's watch this video. This is a long video. A lot of long video of nothing happening. This is like a 4. Oh. I can skip ahead at least. I didn't know that. I feel like the other ones I wasn't able to. Okay, prove it was arson. Okay, well, let's get this guy. Can we identify him? No matches. Okay. So, we are going to call it here. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. This was episode 3. We'll probably start episode 4. I recorded episode 1, waited a little bit, did 2 and 3 back to back. I'll probably wait until 2 is out before I record episode 4, just to make sure. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them in the comments. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.